I remember a few years back when I was a huge fan of Pink Floyd, and my favorite album of theirs was Wish You Were Here. I look back to listening to every single song on the album, but one song in particular had spoken to me like no other. It was Shine On You Crazy Diamond. This 13-minute and 30-second, 10-line musical landscape immerses you into the heart of the sea, where everything around you feels so spacious and ethereal. So you're all probably wondering, how could I ever listen to a 13-minute instrumental when I was just 12 years old? What could possibly be so special about that song? Well, to be completely frank, the answer is, I don't know. Every time I listen to it, something in me shifts. This feeling is something that I couldn't explain then and can barely explain now. So this experience leads to the question at the heart of this talk. Why does music speak so powerfully to our hearts and minds? And why does it make us feel the emotions we feel? Music is a shared human practice, which evokes a variety of emotions, enhances cultural identities, and connects communities. Music dates back around 40,000 years ago, during the prehistoric era, where humans used bone flutes, natural materials, body, and voice to practice rituals and nourish bonding and communication. Throughout the Antiquity era, music gained a more greater significance. It accompanied festivals, theater shows, weddings, funerals, and religious rites, just like in our modern world. Ethos, who was a Greek philosopher during that time, stated that music directly influences human character, emotions, and morals, shaping individuals to be more virtuous or less so, with different modes and instruments, carrying specific ethical personalities that affect the soul. This idea is strongly reflected in the history of enslaved Black people who expressed their anger, pain, sorrow, and hope through singing in union. The song served as a way of communication, coded languages about escape routes, signals when it was time to escape, and a means of making demanding tasks more bearable while encouraging hope and unity. In this way, music served as a needed psychological and spiritual release, allowing them to survive misery while holding on to hope and identity. The song history shows that music has never been just sound, but it has always shaped the way humans think, feel, and encounter drawbacks. So, to understand the influential effect that music has on our emotions, modern technology helps us to reveal how sound interacts with the brain to influence our mood and emotional response. Scientists state that listening to or making music increases blood flow into our brain regions that generate and control emotions. So when our limbic system, which is the brain's emotional core, perceives music, it lights up and directly influences our mood. As the limbic system becomes activated, music stimulates neurochemicals, which are dopamine, the chemical for pleasure, oxytocin, the chemical for bond and trust, and lastly, serotonin, the feel-good chemical. Thus the chills we feel when we listen to a piece of music, these neurotransmitters are responsible for that. And when a song makes your body move or even dance without conscious thought, it's because your brain's motor network has been activated. Considering that music stimulates the brain's emotional system so deeply, artists use sound as language in which they can express their struggles and emotions, transforming personal feelings into musical experiences that listeners can emotionally relate and connect with. A notable example is when Beyoncé and Jay-Z released albums that reflect on love, healing, betrayal, and reconciliation, allowing listeners to feel or maybe even relate to their emotional journey. Beyoncé's Lemonade is a powerful album and film which explores the 5 stages of grief, exploring a Black woman's journey through unfaithfulness and healing, using her personal affair as a lens to explore broad themes of Black womanhood, Black resilience, ancestral trauma, and injustice, ending in empowerment through the metaphor, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. The reason why this musical artwork is so relevant, because a lot of women, especially Black women, relate to it a lot, feeling the artist's pain, anger, and sorrow. While Lemonade concentrates on processing betrayal and reclaiming strength, Jay-Z's album 444 presents a different perspective. This album basically responds to Lemonade by confronting unfaithfulness, taking accountability, and showcasing emotional growth. This body of work dives into the themes of fatherhood, Black culture, legacy, vulnerability, and rebirth, which marks a declaration of maturation and the death of the Jay-Z persona for the more mature Sean Carter. Together, these albums show how raw emotions can turn into art that not only communicates between the artists, but also resonates with millions of others. So, to conclude, music is so much more than just notes, lyrics, or rhythm. It is the language of emotion. It connects us through time, culture, and experience. And it shapes our hearts and minds. So, the next time a song sends chills down your spine, it makes you dance or maybe even cry, just remember that it's not just sound. It's a bridge between human experiences, our inner world, and a reminder that we're all moved together by the power of music. Thank you.